up, family? CTR Media Network. Yeah. Best in the biz. Yeah. Join the team. CTR is who we are, the media network, that's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above par. Never lasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you're asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself, your health is here, we got it. Reaching 350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all can. And like-minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build your influence all levels and all classes. Now you know you can monetize and grow. CTR Media Network, start the show. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR is who we are, the media network, that's the best by far, you know. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network.
Well, hello, everybody. How are you doing on this amazing Sunday? All right. So I want to come on live today to give you guys some, some motivation. It's morning motivation with CTR Media Network. I am Dr. T&J Ramsey, and today we are going to get motivated, get pumped up, get ready. Yes, get ready for Monday. Many of you are on vacation like myself, and you've been on vacation for at least about a week or at least 2 weeks, and now reality is setting in, and you you have to go back to work on Monday. So what kind of motivation you can use if you're going to work, or if you are an entrepreneur or a podcaster and you're trying to get yourself back into the groove of things to create content? Because if you've been out for a week or two, you're probably feeling like, I don't know if I really want to do it right now, right? Or you may be a little discouraged because now you're seeing a lot of people doing what you do if you're an entrepreneur or podcaster, and you're like, man, it's too saturated. I'm wasting my time if I am creating this content. What's up? Hello, everyone. We have Goats Edits live. We are live. Hello. And we have Maining said that they you can read the comment. It's gonna get better. Make sure to follow ctrcares.org. We're going to be putting some resources up for individuals very, very soon, okay? So that you can get some help with the resources and stuff. So before I get started, let me know where you're tuning in from, what you're doing. Thank you for tuning in, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get into today's discussion. I'm going to speak a little bit about, many of you may have heard about this particular scripture. You may not know where it's found at in the Bible, but you probably heard it, where it says, what has been done will be done again, and what has been done will be, what has been will be again, and what has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. So what is that exactly? I wanted to talk to you guys about that because for many of you who are entrepreneurs, who are content creators or podcasters, you may feel a little discouraged when you think about what you're doing, especially if you're not seeing the results that you want to see. Okay, so is history really repeating itself? How can we apply these truths to modern day challenges? And what roles do this play in shaping the narrative for you to be consistently motivated to move forward, even when mentally you feel like I just can't move on, right? So let's talk about those feelings. Mr. H is in the building. Yes, Ecclesiastes 1:9 or Ecclesiastes. Depends on your pronunciation of it. Y'all know some of my words go around the corner and back again, but that's okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so nice to see you, Mr. H, one of our CTR writers. Okay, so let's talk about that feeling that we may have or we may get sometimes when we start feeling that doubt start coming in and whispering to you, why am I doing this? Haven't this been done before? I'm wasting my time. Hey, so I want you to think about that, because even myself, I have felt those feelings, especially when you feel like everything is mundane, because I would say you're going through the motions and you're not seeing the results that you want to see possibly. And you feel like, and then everywhere you go, you see someone doing the exact same thing that you're doing. And it looks as if they're doing 1,000 times better than what you are. And you're like, what's the point? Hello. But guess what? I have something to tell you. You're right. There's not anything that is being done currently that has not been done. But I want you to look at that as your leg up versus looking at it as pulling you back. Because to think about it, everything that we have in this world today, dealing with products, services, innovations, concepts, all those things have really been done before, from the invention of the wheel, vehicles, homes, how you design various different things, podcasting, TV, radio. When you think about it, all of those things have already been done. But what is different is what the individual bring to it. Like, for example, how I bring, or my special twist on how I present my podcast or TV show. Your particular way that you present a product that was already in the marketplace. Your particular way of making something that has already been done. If you work for a traditional 9-to-5 job, like if you work in a factory, your way of making the process more smoother and easier. So I don't want you to feel like what you're doing is ordinary, what you're doing is mundane, because the truth of the matter is your voice, your vision, your experiences is what bring the unique spin onto whatever familiar idea that we already have in the world today. And it can be very discouraging when you see everyone doing what you do and you feel like they're doing it so much better, or they have access to more things, and only if you had access to that, or only if you had the amount of income that they have, or only if you had the amount of followers that they have, or engagement, or whatever it is, that we trick ourselves into thinking that we are not good enough, that we just can't do it because of all these other barriers. The only barrier that we really, honestly, truthfully have is the barrier that we set for ourselves, whether that's good or bad. And so on today, as you get ready to prepare and start for your upcoming week, I want you to think about, how was last week? Was it a good week for you? And if it wasn't a good week for you, what needed to be done in order for you to consider that to be a good week? And whatever that is that you can consider for that to be a good week, I need you to make a mental note and work to create that for yourself this week. Okay? Create it for you, whether it is getting to work 10, 15 minutes earlier so that you can just relax before you go into work, to have that mental break before you go into work. Whether it is having some downtime in between the day if you're a podcaster or a full-time entrepreneur, where you are taking some of those breaks. So why does this matter for you? If I'm going to speak to the podcasters and the entrepreneurs for a moment. Why does this matter? Because at the end of the day, your story matters. No one has your unique story. No one can tell your story the way that you tell it. No one has the experiences that you have. By you being authentic with your story, by you just being transparent about your struggles and also sharing your passion, it is something that only you can share. Even though you are a podcaster, even though you are a TV host, or even though you're an entrepreneur, and it's millions of entrepreneurs possibly, right? I haven't checked that. I know it's thousands, but I don't know about millions. But whatever the case may be, I know that there are over 1 million, over 3 million podcasters worldwide. I do know that. And in the United States. So I really want you to think about that. With all of those million people that are doing podcasts today, there is no one like me. We may be talking about the same topics and subjects, but my unique spin on that topic or subject is going to be unique to me based upon my experiences, based upon what I'm passionate about, based upon being authentic, being true to oneself, and based on how much I'm going to share, right? Because we don't share every single thing of our life, but I'll take the bet. Some people do. I share most of it, but I let my family stuff be a little private because they didn't choose this life. I did. And so Mr. H said, I was actually thinking the very thought when I watched the clip of the Muppets singing karaoke covers songs earlier. They are singing songs already done much better by original artists long before them. They put their own twist on old songs and it rocks. Exactly right, Mr. H. Think about how many times a song has been remade, a movie, a play, a book. When you think about all the different things that we watch today, that we consume, when you go back into history and you really fact check it and you look it up, if you choose to do that, you will find out that it had another beginning. And people just consistently built upon that particular foundation. Added another twist, added a part 2, added a part 3, expanding it to modern day, taking it from the old days to the new, modern time. So that's basically what we've been doing. Think about the wheel. How many times can you innovate a new wheel for a vehicle? We talk about for a vehicle, right? Think about that. We have consistently been buying tires for our vehicles for ever since they came out. Really, is there anything really unique about a tire other than we can get different grades of traction? I remember in the late 90s, the early 2000s, people started putting glitter in the tires so that it would shine. Still a tire, even if it have glitter on it. People start putting lights to highlight their tires. They start using flat rim tires versus the regular, thick tires. It's still a tire. People start putting rims, like really high-end rims on their vehicles instead of the standard ones coming from the factory. It's still a rim. Okay, so it's just that innovation. So think about it. Every industry is built on the reinvention of something that has already been put out. Think about your favorite podcasts, your brands, your products. They didn't invent the concept. They just reshaped it, or they reinvented it, or they added something new, a new flair, or they made it better. But The concept was already there. So make sure whatever you're doing, whether you're a podcast entrepreneur or even if you work for someone else, make it personal, make your experience relatable so that it can make a positive impact. And the thing is, to be honest with you, regardless of whatever you're doing, consistency beats originality. Let me say that again. Consistency beats originality. What do I mean? So the key of success isn't the inventing of something new or something brand new. It's basically you showing up, being consistent, and putting your spin on timeless ideas or concepts or inventions, okay? And or making the process simple or better. But why do you follow us? Why do you listen when I go live? It's because we're consistent. You see us consistently creating content even when no one's watching. But someone's always watching the views, even if they comment or not. But I'm just saying, we keep showing up. So guess what? We keep showing up, and then you guys show up. So just imagine if we showed up once every year. That wouldn't work. You have to show up consistently, okay? And so think about how you're showing up in your life. The last thing I want to talk about is that I want to encourage you to not give up on your journey. Life is going to, like they say, life is going to be life, and there are going to be things that happen in your life that even when you are doing your best, that certain things going to kind of throw you off your alignment. And that's just life. That's just being a human being. That's just living life, right? And I want you on those moments not to be discouraged. I want you to use that as a way of motivating you to keep going even more so. And I want you to keep creating, even when it feels like it's redundant, even when it feels like, oh my goodness, I'm just going through the motions. I want you to keep doing it. Think about every successful business. Think about these Fortune 500 companies. You think they don't get bored with doing the same thing every single day? If you want to create financial stability or a better life for yourself with whatever it is that you're doing, the only way that you can really do that is by doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. Coca-Cola do everything, the same concept, the same ingredients, the same process of printing and distributing. TV, the same processes with TV programming, podcasting, the same thing, working for a factory, working for a company. It is the same order of procedures every single day. Every single day. So you need to get used to doing the redundant, get used to doing the same thing over and over, okay? Let's see what Mr. H said. Said they put their own, okay, no. He said something else. He says, actually, a lot of brilliant, original innovators like end up broke. Yeah, the people who improve on the innovators usually are the ones who profit the most. Yes, it depends on putting how many resources. It depends on how many resources. Because many times the ones who was the original, I would call trailblazers on something, they didn't really understand what they created. They didn't understand about getting things patented, trademarked, copyrighted. So someone else that saw it, that had the knowledge to do it and protect it the right way, sad to say, they took advantage. But we're talking about if you're doing everything the right way and then you improve on a concept, okay? And continuously doing it, that same routine every single day, even though it seems like, man, this is so boring. Another thing is you shouldn't try to chase perfection, because when you try to chase perfection, you end up getting depressed. You start, getting down on yourself. You feel like you're not doing good enough. You feel like the world is too saturated for you, and it's not. What Instead of chasing perfection, you should chase the impact that you're going to make by whatever that is that you're doing. So what impact are you creating by whatever it is that you're doing? I don't care if you work with somebody else. for somebody else. You are creating an impact. Because if it's a product, it's going to go to the marketplace. We need that, So even though we might not know your name, but based upon your hard work and your efforts, it impacted those individuals' lives so that we can have our product or our service. So you are making an impact, whether it is known or whether it is not known. You are making an impact. And understand that whatever you're doing, it's a part of a bigger legacy. It's a part of the bigger picture. The fact of the matter is that you're still pushing, and you need to keep still pushing. You need to keep going towards whatever goals you have, and understand that you're still carrying the torch for the next generation, whether it's a big thing or whether it's a little thing. You are part of the big picture, okay? The big picture. And don't ever give up on that. Because at the end of the day, we know it's not anything new up under the sun, like Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, but we need your innovation. Your story matters, and be motivated. So whatever it is that you didn't like about last week, you chop that up, throw it in the trash, and move on, because this week is going to be absolutely amazing. So one thing that we do at CTR Media Network is that we empower voices like yours, whether you're just starting or you're years into the journey. We see you. We appreciate that innovation. We love seeing independent content creators blossom and shine. And those are the type of people that have content on our platform. Ones who normally may not have had a chance to be able to stream their show on television. We love helping make dreams come true. So what I want you to do is watch these amazing podcasters and TV hosts for absolutely free. By downloading our app today and connect with these like-minded creators, you will have access to exclusive resources, and you can expand your mind, your reach, your abilities, and get the motivation that you need, because we have a variety of different content. It's called edutainment. It's part education and entertainment. And we want more inspirational stories. So make sure that if you have a story that you want to share, why don't you reach out to one of our podcasters and see whether or not your story is a fit for their show. Or maybe you want to take it to the next level and start your own show. Reach out to us today. We have just a few more slots left for 2025, and you can join in. Let's see. In other words, listen, you got this. We got you. I want you to keep going, and the world needs your voice. Don't let anybody fool you, because it's someone that needs to hear your story in order for them to keep moving to point A to point B. They will not move if they hear my voice, but they will move when they hear your voice. We have Red. Oh, hey, Red. Hey, Red. Hey, Red. All right. Miss A said post the link. Actually, the link.
Dreams do come true. I am showering on Netflix.
What I wish I knew when I started podcasting: how to get an awesome website in minutes. No technical knowledge, no problem. Podpage is designed for podcasters, not developers. Build a professional website in minutes, no coding required. Focus on your podcast, not your website. Join over 30,000 podcasters who trust Podpage to showcase their shows. It's easy, it works, it's made for you. Visit CTR Media Network and scan the QR code to get started now. Podpage, build it, love it, share it.